Hey guys, Aris, Hardware Busters. We're in the lab. I want to show you something. So, I was posting photos lately, of some stuff that I have bought, and will probably be wondering what is this about. I'm building a flight simulator, but since I'm crazy enough, I don't want to just build a plain flight simulator. I want to build a flight simulator with motion. And I don't know if you're aware of that, but there's a project which was initiated several years ago. It's called SFX 100. And briefly, it is a project about making your own motion capable simulator, either racing simulator or flight simulator. So, there's a full guide on that site. Just set SFX 100 and you will easily find the site. Fully documented what you have to do to make your own motion moving flight simulator. I bought some stuff from China. If you want, you can buy everything ready-made, but it will be expensive, much more expensive. The parts I bought from China was about 1,500 euros, including shipping to Cyprus. Shipping was 400 euros. 400 euros because the stuff was very heavy, around 35 to 40 kilos. If you live somewhere else, not Cyprus, probably shipping from China will be less expensive. The ready kits cost about, the motion kits cost about 3,000 euros. So for 1,500 euros and some stuff I wanted, I had to print, I already have a 3D printer, it was just fine. 4 motors to provide motion. One controller, Thanos. This is the controller that takes the input from the PC and translates forwards the information to the motors through these 4 devices. Of course, you need a rack. All commands pass through these devices. 1 per motor, per actuator. 4 in total. You can make systems with up to 7. It's crazy, the things that you can do. I thought to start from 4, and we'll see how that goes. There are lots of guides on the internet. The problem is that most guides are totally outdated and they have to do with the SFX 100. 100 means 100 millimeters, this distance that it can travel. I built a 150 millimeter system. The building process is not different. It's only the distance, the motion distance is higher. The problem is that you will see 10 or 20 videos on the internet about how to build this stuff. Everybody makes it on his own ideas and way. You won't find something standard. And we had huge problems understanding some of the stuff. For example, we couldn't find enough data on how to properly mount this. We did one foolish thing. We didn't tighten up the top part and the ball screw went out of the shaft, so now it's useless. And it is very, very difficult to put these small bearings, ball bearings inside again. It's very, very difficult to do so. We tried, we couldn't make it work, but we will try again. I've only ordered the stuff that I wanted to build the system, no extra parts, so now I have to find somewhere this or at least the nut and fix it. The only problem now with our system is that you have to have a 3D printer because most of the stuff is 3D printed like that, like that. If you have a fast printer like the bamboo that I have, It's about 2 to 3 days work. Okay, not 8 hours per day, more, but it won't take that long. It's a nice DIY project, but you need to have the tools, you need to have the patience, you need to have the knowledge on what you are doing, and you have to study. You have to study a lot, guys. It isn't that straightforward. Anyway, let's do some unboxing. Most of my time was on which cockpit I can buy. Not all cockpits are compatible with this motion system. No, so you have to find the proper cockpit which will be compatible. The problem is there are not many options in the market, and the available options, especially for flight simulators, are very, very expensive. I went with Next Level Racing GT Elite 160. Many thanks to my friends on Case King, from Case King, that helped me. Without their help, I wouldn't make anything, guys. So let's do a bit of unboxing. This is super heavy. FGT Elite 160 wheel plate edition. This is what you need for flight simulator. And you also need that Elite Series flight pack. Else you won't be able to mount the stick and the throttle. I will use that one. It's super heavy. Thrustmaster Hotas Roadhog. I think it's the best, especially for this money. I'm not going to go with a yoke system, for now at least. I prefer the joystick because the plane I'm flying, it also has a stick, it doesn't have a yoke. Most general aviation aircrafts have a yoke. For the rudder, here, Thrustmaster. I think these are the best pedals on the market right now for flight simulators. They are expensive, guys, around 500 euros. They are not affordable, but you get what you pay for. And of course, you need a monitor. I won't do a theme monitor setup because you cannot have eye tracking. I will use a Tobii Eye for that. So, a single monitor, but a monster one will do. This is the Samsung Odyssey Neo G9 G95, 2,349 euros. It's a bit expensive, I know. You need a chair. The cockpit doesn't come with a chair. Do not buy a bucket racing style chair for a flight simulator. No, you will regret that. Buy a normal chair. You could call that a sleeper PC. I wanted to exploit to finally use the 3090 Ti that I have. The case is by Superflower. This is the system that I will use. 3090 Ti, AMD Ryzen 7900X, Arctic 303. Okay. The power supply must be by Corsair. Sorry, Superflower. I didn't use a Superflower. That's the irony. Instead of using a Corsair chassis in a Superflower PSU, because you know the Superflower PSUs are way more popular than the Superflower chassis. I used the Superflower chassis in Corsair PSU. Okay. It's a decent chassis, especially for its money, the Superflower. I have its review on hwbusters.com. Go check it out. Easy to build. I didn't want something, you know, gigantic, enormous. I wanted something not small, but more down to earth. So I believe that this chassis is ideal for a flight simulator because there will be so much stuff. It will be the chassis, it will be the rack there, the cockpit, the monitor, the stand of the monitor, so much stuff. And okay, we have space, but still I wanted to keep that a little bit restrictive, not to take over the whole living room with the system. As I told you guys, it is not easy. It is not easy to make motion system, SFX 100 or SFX 150, we faced several issues and challenges. We now wait for a part to arrive because we only had the absolutely necessary parts. We didn't get any spare, any extra parts. You can tell, hey, Aris, how you didn't think of that? No, I didn't think of that. I believe that the, that the guys who were responsible to send us the parts will say, hey, Aris, this is not that easy. Take some extra parts to sell me some extra stuff. But no, they didn't. So now I have to wait to buy a new bearing for the motion system. We'll have 3 out of the 4 actuators working. We need to enable the 4th one to make it work. We'll do so, I believe. Expect more updates on this system. It will take us around 10 to 15 days to finish it because we have other stuff going on right now in the lab, on cybernetics, review stuff, beta testing. So we need to take our time with that because we kind of rushed it today and we managed to do some damage.